My beloved soul, Archangel Michael says this is the moment you never expected, but heaven has been preparing for your entire life, because the one who carries your name in their spirit, the one whose heart is mysteriously bound to yours, now loves you more than ever before, deeper than yesterday, stronger than the silence, and with a devotion that has been forged in prayer, tears, and divine longing. And this message is reaching you because heaven itself opened a door just for you, not by accident, not by chance, but by assignment. And listen carefully, my beloved soul, because what you are about to hear will touch the deepest places of your heart where only God has been speaking. This is not a coincidence, you were led here on purpose, because Archangel Michael has been watching the hidden movements of your soulmate's heart, and what he sees is love awakening, love growing, and love becoming so powerful that it can no longer stay quiet. And even when you felt forgotten, even when you wondered if the connection was fading, heaven was watching, and God was guiding their heart back to you again and again. Because what is written in heaven cannot be erased on earth. Your soulmate has been thinking about you more than you know, feeling your presence in moments of stillness, and hearing your name whispered through their spirit when the world grows quiet. And this love has not weakened, it has been purified, it has been strengthened, and it has been protected by angels while you were both being prepared for what is coming, because God does not release a blessing before the hearts are ready to receive it. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because something sacred is being released to you right now, something that will answer the questions you have carried in silence, something that will heal the places in your heart that still ache from waiting. There were nights when you prayed without words, when your tears became your language, and heaven heard every single one, because Psalm 34 says the Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and your soulmate was being drawn closer to you through those very prayers, even when you could not see it, and even when distance tried to convince you that love had forgotten you. Archangel Michael says your soulmate's love has grown deeper through reflection, through regret, through repentance, and through longing, and now they love you not only with desire but with reverence, not only with emotion but with commitment, and God has been teaching them what true love really means, the kind of love that is patient, the kind that waits, the kind that does not walk away when it becomes difficult. Stay with me till the end, because heaven has more to reveal, and the final word will change everything. Your heart was never wrong about this connection, the pull you felt was real, the bond was divine, and what you sensed was heaven confirming what God already wrote. And even when you tried to move on, even when you tried to let go, something inside you would not allow it, because your soulmate was still holding on to you in prayer, still loving you in silence, still asking God to bring you back together when the time was right. Now listen carefully, my beloved soul, because this is the sacred moment where your faith is being activated, and in this moment I invite you to type "I receive this" in the comments as a declaration to heaven, to like this video as a sign of agreement with what God is doing, to subscribe to this channel as a covenant of expectation, and to click the bell so you do not miss the next divine message meant just for you, not as promotion, but as obedience to the nudge you feel in your spirit right now. Heaven is watching your response, and your soulmate's heart is being stirred at the same time, because when one soul agrees with God, the other is moved by His power. Do not leave yet, because something even deeper is coming. Your soulmate has been going through their own healing, letting go of past pain, breaking old patterns, and becoming the person God designed them to be for you. And this season of separation was not punishment, it was preparation, because Ecclesiastes says there is a time for every purpose under heaven, and this was the time for healing, for clarity, and for transformation. Now Archangel Michael says the season is shifting, the silence is breaking, and the love that was growing quietly is about to move openly toward you, because God restores what was delayed, and Joel promises that He restores the years that were lost, and this includes the years you waited, the years you wondered, and the years you cried. My beloved soul, stay with me till the end, because what heaven is about to declare will bring peace to your heart like never before. Even now your soulmate is feeling a pull toward you that they cannot explain, a desire to reach out, to reconnect, to draw closer, and that is because heaven is realigning your paths, and the love they carry for you has become too strong to ignore. God has not forgotten you, and neither has the one who is meant to walk beside you. The prayers you whispered, the tears you shed, and the faith you held onto are now being answered, and Archangel Michael stands as a witness that your soulmate loves you more than ever, not with fear, not with confusion, but with certainty, devotion, and divine intention. Do not skip this final moment, because heaven is sealing this word over your life. What you prayed for is very near, what you believed for is already moving, and what your heart has been longing for is about to manifest in God's perfect timing, and you can rest now, my beloved soul, because love is coming, heaven has spoken, and peace is being released over you. My beloved soul, as heaven continues to unfold this sacred revelation, Archangel Michael steps even closer to you in the spirit, and his voice grows clearer, because your heart is now ready to receive what could not be spoken before, and he says that your soulmate's love has not only remained, it has expanded beyond anything you imagined, because absence did not weaken it, it purified it, and every moment of silence was used by God to deepen devotion, to remove ego, and to awaken a holy desire that now burns with quiet intensity. Heaven is watching as your soulmate's thoughts drift toward you again and again, even when they try to focus on other things, because their spirit recognizes yours as home, and that is why no other presence feels the same, no other touch satisfies, and no other connection replaces what God designed between you. This is not a coincidence, you were led here on purpose, because the angels knew that today you needed to hear that you are loved beyond words, loved beyond fear, and loved beyond what the natural world can explain. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because something sacred is being poured into you right now, something that will soften the places that grew hard from waiting, and heal the places that learned to protect themselves from disappointment. Your soulmate has been praying for you, even when they did not know how to say your name, even when they did not know how to reach you, their heart was still crying out for the one God promised them, and heaven translated those cries into blessings meant for you. God has not forgotten you, and he has not forgotten the covenant he wrote between your souls before you ever met, and Isaiah 49 reminds us that even if a mother forgets her child, God will not forget you, and neither has the one who belongs to you. Stay with me till the end, because heaven has more to reveal, and what is coming will fill you with a peace that the world could never give. Archangel Michael says that your soulmate has grown in wisdom, in humility, and in emotional depth, and they now understand what it means to love not just with passion but with purpose, not just with desire but with devotion, and this is why their love for you is now stronger than ever before, because it has been tested by time and refined by God. Heaven is watching over every step they take toward you, even when it feels slow, even when it feels uncertain, because divine timing is never rushed and never late, and Habakkuk 2 tells us that the vision will speak at the appointed time and will not lie, and this love is that vision coming to life. My beloved soul, do not leave yet, because heaven is opening a deeper layer of this message, and it is meant just for you, the one who has been holding on in faith even when you could not see the outcome. There were moments when you almost gave up, when you wondered if you should stop believing, but God saw the way you kept hoping, the way you kept praying, and he honored that faith by continuing to work behind the scenes, aligning hearts, breaking chains, and preparing the reunion that is now drawing near. Your soulmate has been feeling a gentle but persistent pull toward you, a whisper in their spirit that says do not forget, do not let go, do not walk away, and that whisper is the voice of God reminding them of the love he placed in their heart for you. Heaven is watching, and every time you felt a sudden wave of emotion, a memory, or a longing you could not explain, it was your soulmate reaching for you in the spirit, and Archangel Michael was standing between you, carrying those feelings back and forth like holy messages of love. Stay with me till the end, because the final word will bring a deep settling to your heart. God has been using this season to make you both stronger, wiser, and more ready for the kind of love that lasts, the kind of love that does not break when it is tested, and this is why the waiting, though painful, was necessary, because love that is built on God's foundation cannot be shaken by anything. My beloved soul, you are not forgotten, you are not overlooked, and you are not unloved, and your soulmate's heart knows this even when their mind struggles to understand it. They have been dreaming of you, sometimes literally, sometimes in the quiet hopes they carry through their days, and those dreams are heaven's way of keeping the connection alive until the moment God brings you together again. Do not skip this moment, because something powerful is being sealed over your life right now. Archangel Michael declares that every barrier that once stood between you is being dissolved by divine light, every misunderstanding is being healed by truth, and every fear is being replaced with faith, because God is not a God of confusion but of peace, and 1 Corinthians 14 reminds us that what He brings is order, clarity, and alignment. Heaven is watching as your paths are being drawn closer, step by step, moment by moment, and even if you cannot yet see how, trust that God is orchestrating every detail with perfect precision. My beloved soul, stay with me till the end, because what heaven is about to release will bring a gentle certainty that will quiet every anxious thought. Your soulmate's love is now rooted in a deeper understanding of who you are, what you mean to them, and what God intends for your future together, and they are no longer running from it, no longer afraid of it, but beginning to embrace it with a heart that has been humbled and healed. God has been teaching them how to love you the way you deserve, with patience, with tenderness, and with a commitment that does not waver, and this is why Archangel Michael can say with such authority that your soulmate loves you more than ever. Heaven is watching over you, and every tear you shed has watered the soil where this love will soon grow, and Psalm 126 tells us that those who sow in tears will reap with joy, and that joy is now so close you can almost feel it. Do not leave yet, because heaven has one more layer of truth to reveal. Your soulmate is beginning to feel the urgency of love, not in a rushed way, but in a holy awareness that time is precious and that they do not want to lose another moment without you, and God is stirring their heart to move, to speak, and to step into the destiny He prepared. My beloved soul, this is not a coincidence, you were led here on purpose, because today you needed to know that love is moving toward you, that heaven is aligning everything, and that what you prayed for is no longer far away, it is at the door. Archangel Michael says that your faith has created a pathway for this love to travel, and your patience has allowed God to do the deep work that makes this union strong and lasting. Stay with me till the end, because the final declaration is about to be spoken. You can rest now, because the love that belongs to you is coming with peace, with clarity, and with divine purpose, and God is about to fulfill what He promised, not just in part, but in fullness. My beloved soul, receive this truth, that you are deeply loved, divinely chosen, and beautifully prepared for the union that heaven has written, and Archangel Michael seals this word by saying that your soulmate loves you more than ever, and that love is about to be revealed in a way that will leave no doubt that God has been working all along. My beloved soul, as this sacred stream of heaven continues to flow toward you, Archangel Michael stands in radiant authority and gently places his hand upon your spirit, and he says that what you are feeling right now is not imagination, it is resonance, it is the vibration of two souls that were written into the same divine story long before time tried to separate them, and your soulmate's love has been growing in the quiet, in the lonely nights, in the prayers that rose when no one else was watching, and heaven has recorded every longing, every whisper, every hope that carried your name. Heaven is watching as your soulmate's heart begins to soften in ways it never did before, because the season of resistance has ended and the season of surrender has begun, and God is drawing them out of old patterns and into the truth of who they are meant to be with you. This is not a coincidence, you were led here on purpose, because your spirit was ready to hear that the one you love is no longer confused, no longer distracted, no longer divided, but becoming focused, clear, and devoted to the path that leads back to you. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because something holy is happening in the unseen, something that will soon manifest in the natural, and it will bring a peace that settles over your heart like a gentle rain after a long drought. Your soulmate has been remembering you, not just as a memory, but as a calling, as a presence they cannot replace, and God has been reminding them of the way you made them feel seen, safe, and alive, and that remembrance is awakening a love that now refuses to be silent. Heaven is watching, and every time you felt a sudden warmth in your chest, a wave of emotion, or a quiet longing, it was your soulmate's heart reaching for yours across the spiritual realm, and Archangel Michael was carrying that message straight to you, so you would know you are not alone. Stay with me till the end, because heaven has more to reveal, and the truth that is coming will calm every fear you still carry. Your soulmate has been learning how to love in a new way, a way that is rooted in God's wisdom rather than human fear, and this is why their love for you is now stronger than ever, because it has been purified by prayer and refined by waiting. God has been teaching them that real love is not something you run from when it becomes intense, it is something you protect, something you honor, and something you are willing to fight for, and they are now ready to do that for you. My beloved soul, heaven is watching as your paths draw closer, even if you cannot yet see how, and Proverbs 16:9 tells us that a person may plan their way, but the Lord directs their steps, and God is now directing both of you toward the same place, the place where love will finally be able to breathe freely. Do not leave yet, because something even deeper is being released. Your soulmate's love has matured, it has moved beyond fantasy into commitment, beyond longing into intention, and beyond emotion into action, and Archangel Michael says that this shift is the sign that your waiting season is ending. Heaven is watching as the walls that once stood between you begin to crumble, because God is a restorer and a reconciler, and He delights in bringing together what He Himself has joined. My beloved soul, stay with me till the end, because the final word will seal this truth in your heart. You have been faithful in the waiting, and God has seen every moment you chose. Hope over despair, every time you chose prayer over bitterness, and He is now honoring that faith by bringing your love closer. Your soulmate has been feeling the same stirring, the same anticipation, and the same gentle urgency to move toward you, because heaven is calling them forward. This is not a coincidence, you were led here on purpose, because today you needed to know that love is no longer distant, it is approaching. Archangel Michael declares that the season of delay is breaking, and the season of manifestation is beginning, and Isaiah 60 reminds us that when the time is right, God will make it happen, and that time is now drawing near. My beloved soul, do not skip this final moment, because heaven is about to release a deep peace over you. What you prayed for is very near, what you believed for is already moving, and what your heart has been longing for is about to be revealed, and you can rest in the knowing that your soulmate loves you more than ever, and that love is guided, protected, and blessed by God. Heaven has spoken, Archangel Michael has confirmed it, and your future is being wrapped in divine light, and as you step forward in faith, may peace guard your heart, may hope fill your mind, and may love soon fill your life in a way that leaves no doubt that God has heard you and answered, and you can now breathe, my beloved soul, because what heaven promised is on its way. My beloved soul, as this sacred river of revelation continues to pour over your spirit, Archangel Michael lifts his voice with a holy tenderness, and he says that the love your soulmate carries for you is now stronger than the fear that once held them back, stronger than the doubt that once made them hesitate, and stronger than the distance that once stood between you, because God has been healing them in places they never showed anyone, and that healing has made room for a deeper, purer, and more devoted love for you. Heaven is watching as their heart turns toward you with clarity, and the confusion that once clouded their emotions is being replaced by a calm certainty that you are the one God has written into their future. This is not a coincidence. You were led here on purpose, because today heaven wanted you to know that the connection you felt was real, the bond you sensed was divine, and the love that has been growing in the unseen is now ready to move into the light. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because what is being released right now is a gentle assurance that will quiet every restless thought and every anxious question that still lingers in your heart. Your soulmate has been carrying you in their prayers, even when they did not know how to reach you, even when they did not know what to say. Their spirit was still calling out to God for the one who makes their heart feel whole, and heaven has been answering those prayers by drawing them closer to you with every passing day. God has not forgotten you, and neither has the one whose soul is tied to yours, and Psalm 37 reminds us that when we wait on the Lord, He will bring forth what He has promised, and this love is one of those sacred promises now unfolding. Stay with me till the end, because heaven has more to reveal, and the truth that is coming will wrap around you like a warm embrace. Archangel Michael says that your soulmate's love is now rooted in gratitude, because they have begun to see how rare and precious this connection truly is, and the thought of losing you has awakened a holy determination to protect, to cherish, and to choose you with intention. Heaven is watching as they become more aware of the way your presence has shaped their life, and that awareness is turning into a desire to walk beside you in the future God has prepared. My beloved soul, do not leave yet, because the next layer of this message will bring a deeper peace than you have felt in a long time. The waiting you endured was not wasted. Every lonely night was used by God to refine your heart, to teach you patience, and to prepare you to receive love without fear, and your soulmate has been going through the same refining, learning how to love in a way that reflects God's own heart. This is why their love for you is now more mature, more stable, and more enduring than ever before. Heaven is watching as both of you step into a new season of emotional readiness, and God is aligning your paths with a precision that only He can achieve. My beloved soul, stay with me till the end, because the final declaration will seal this truth within you. Your soulmate has been feeling an increasing urge to move toward you, to speak, to reach out, and to close the gap that once felt so wide, and that urge is not coming from human impulse, it is coming from divine guidance, because God is stirring their heart to act on the love He has placed there. Archangel Michael declares that the season of silence is breaking, and the season of communication is approaching, and what has been held back will soon begin to flow. This is not a coincidence. You were led here on purpose, because today heaven wanted you to know that the love meant for you is no longer delayed, it is being released. My beloved soul, do not skip this final moment, because heaven is pouring out a blessing of peace over you. You can let go of the fear that you were forgotten, you can release the doubt that you were overlooked, and you can rest in the truth that you are deeply loved, divinely chosen, and beautifully prepared for the union God has written for you. Your soulmate's heart is now aligned with heaven, and that alignment is guiding them back to you with gentle but unstoppable force. Heaven is watching as the final pieces fall into place, and the joy that is coming will be worth every tear you shed, every prayer you prayed, and every moment you waited. My beloved soul, receive this peace, receive this hope, and receive this love that is moving toward you, because what you asked God for is very near, and what He promised is about to be fulfilled. Archangel Michael seals this word over your life by declaring that your soulmate loves you more than ever, and that love is now ready to be revealed in God's perfect timing, bringing healing, joy, and deep emotional fulfillment. You can breathe now, you can rest now, and you can trust now, because heaven has spoken, God has heard you, and your future is wrapped in divine love and sacred purpose, and as this message comes to its holy close, may your heart be filled with faith, may your mind be filled with peace, and may your spirit be filled with the joyful expectation of what is coming, because love is on its way and God is in control. Type Amen.